Hello and welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for Aquarius. I'm Jamie Kale Miller.
And I'm Julia Mijas. And hello there, Aquarius. I'm going to begin by talking about what relationships what's happening in terms of relationships for you this month. Now, the really good news is by the end of the month, on April 21st, Juno, the marriage asteroid, who also represents long-term relationships if you're not married, she finally goes direct after being retrograde for a long period of time. And this, Juno has been going through this retrograde cycle in the sign of Virgo. Virgo can be very fault finding. So anytime a planet or an asteroid goes retrograde, it's a time of review. So things may have gotten really picky in your relationships. You may have also been reviewing, how you have been of service to your partner and whether it's been balanced, whether they've been more of service to you, you've been more of service to them. And like I said, I mean, the relationships have been under a microscope during this retrograde cycle. So it's really nice to have Juno go direct. I think that's going to be a big relief. Now, Venus, the relationship planet, is going to be in your third house of siblings, of neighborhoods, of community from April 4th to April 29th. So this is going to be a very social month for you. This is going to be a month of just kind of connecting to sort of your local surroundings and the people who are in them. This house also rules cousins. If you are close with any cousins in your life, it's a great time to smooth things over if you've been having problems with your siblings or neighbors. And, this is a great time just to kind of find pleasure through your neighborhood. Maybe meet up with some friends and kind of go for a walk about, enjoy things that are around your town. But a very social month for you, Aquarius. And I know you have some things to tell Aquarius about finance and career, Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely. And this month begins with a big emphasis in your second house, Aquarius, and that is the house of money. So money is on your mind at the beginning of the month. And Venus being there, it's been a pretty sweet month financially in terms of your relationship to your money, how you feel about your money. And you may have done a little luxury spending, but chances are good that the things that you got are going to serve you well into the future. And so you may be pretty happy with your choices. But Venus is going to leave the second house pretty early in the month on April 4th and move on into the third house, which is going to fill up as the month goes on. Now, the third house is a house of communication and intellect and learning and curiosity. So it doesn't carry the financial themes, but something important is going to happen there that does carry financial themes. And that is a total solar eclipse in Aries, which is going to square Ceres, the asteroid goddess of money and all things physical world, food, body, money, the things that connect us to the earth. And this eclipse is going to be pretty intense, and it might have people rather angry, and that could mean you, or it could mean people around you. And so it's really important to watch for how this might have side effects or ricochet into your financial security. So, for example, beware of getting into arguments with somebody who is prone to rages having to do with money anywhere near the eclipse, April 8th, and really for a full week surrounding April 8th. So try to keep the money conversations super pleasant during that time. And then in the career department, we have a full moon happening in your career house early in the sign of Scorpio. That's happening late in the month on April 23rd. Full moons can be very relationship oriented because they feature the sun and the moon in an opposition. In this case, the moon itself lands in your 10th house of career. So you might find yourself bringing some nurturing and some cultivating to your career, or you might find yourself emotionally sensitive in the arena of your career. So keep your eye on that. And meanwhile, try to balance it with your home life because some of your attention will be there on your home life with the sun traversing your fourth house later in the month. Now, also, this full moon is going to involve a really lovely sextile to Juno, which, as Julia mentioned, is going direct later in the month. So Juno's finishing out that retrograde period in which we've been re-examining our relationships, and that's been going on in your 8th house of shared finances. And so that April 23rd full moon could actually be a really good time to get into conversation with any partners that you share money with, to kind of clear out any last vestiges of relationship issues that have been troubling you since January, when Juno went retrograde. Now, another thing to watch out for, though, during that full moon is that it does square Pluto, which is the ruler of your career zone. And so try not to be too controlling through those conversations. Definitely bring, the detail orientation, but try not to just sort of, pull all the control into your own hands, because I don't think you're going to get away with that this time. Well, that's all for today. If you had fun with this video, if you enjoyed it, please do hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel, because we love to see you around here.
You can find our site at pandoraastrology.com to get a reading with one of us, or you could find us on our Patreon for workshops and classes. And we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye.